Joining me is Representative John Cloutier from New Hampshire. He's running for re-election in Sullivan County District 10 seat, which is Claremont. So John, I know a lot of issues are going to be on the table next year, the next biennium, but it seems to me one of them, and I'd like all my guests to sort of talk about this, is the budget.
The budget. Well, the budget, we have to have a budget. So no matter what, it's all, and usually the budget bill is House Bill 1, followed by its trailer bill, where the revenue is House Bill 2. So it's number 1. Yeah, I think without a state budget, New Hampshire is not going to function. So the budget next year is in the odd years is always the paramount issue in the end. And I feel next year, hopefully, we're going to be able to work in a bipartisan manner to have a good budget like we did this previous term. I voted for that budget. It was a bipartisan budget. It gave us it funded some key programs like our community college system, including River Valley College, like our university system. And because of our increased support for our community colleges, for our university system, those entities did not raise their tuitions. They kept their tuition rates the same. And I think that's important for our students here in New Hampshire, and encourage them to stay in at our community colleges here in New Hampshire, including River Valley, at our university system, including Keene State, which I'm a graduate, rather than going elsewhere. And I think education is a very important investment, and I'm so proud of that. And we did it without new taxes. It's frankly because of the economy, our revenues increased.
And next year, or next biennium, I believe the university system's asking for an additional $100 million.
Right.
Do you think we'll be able to fund that additional request in this next budget biennium?
It's going to be, it depends on part what the composition of the legislature is, to be honest with you, both the House and the Senate. I don't know whether we can give the university system its $100 million, but I think we're going to do the best we can. I do not want the university system's budget dramatically slashed, okay? But I think, obviously, they may have to settle for a compromise. They may not get everything. Obviously, they're going to come to us asking for something, but they don't always get what they want. And I think the budget, now there's also, remember, there's the operating budget and there's the capital budget, which I'm a little bit more familiar with, because being on the Public Works and Highways Committee, we have the first crack at the capital budget, which is bonding for our state buildings, including the university system, including the community college system. And I'm going to do the best I can to make sure River Valley gets its fair share of the capital budget, its renovation, its any construction of new buildings. I've done what I can in the past to get that fair share for the Puxta Library, which recently opened a few years ago, and for the recent renovations which were done and completed recently. And I was at the groundbreaking ceremony last fall, and I think it's great for River Valley, great for Claremont. And I also had the pleasure last Friday of attending the inauguration of River Valley's new president, Alicia Harvey Smith. And I was so impressed, especially with her address, that, and I'm just paraphrasing, I'm probably not going to do her justice, together we will lift, together we will sustain. And that meant not only River Valley working with our government and political leaders, we will lift up this community, sustain it to new heights. Because I'm going to say up front, education is the key. If the Claremont area is going to improve itself, we've got to invest in our education. We've got to invest our future so we can prepare our young people for the jobs of the future. We can attract new young people, because we need new young blood in this community. We have, and I'm not to say nothing against seniors like myself, but I don't want a community just populated by population. It needs to be a diverse of young people. We need more young blood, and that's another reason for the bus service. I think if we tie in with Lebanon,
and the bus service is the route between Claremont and Lebanon.
Okay, yes, and I'm getting off the subject, but it's a bill that I was the prime sponsor of, getting the state's blessing to start up a bus service between Claremont and Lebanon along Route 120.
Yep.
And we recently had the signing ceremony, as your station covered, at River Valley College. And I think if we do this, my goal is, and my hope is, that we'll get some people to move, who are maybe thinking of working in Lebanon, to move to Claremont, because we have a lot of excess apartment buildings. We have a lot of excess homes that are cheaper than the homes in Lebanon. And Lebanon is running out of housing space. Affordable housing in Lebanon is a key issue. And I feel that if people want to work in Lebanon and live in Claremont, the bus service might offer some of them, if they don't want to drive, and hopefully we'll have Wi-Fi on those buses, that they can commute and they can get some of their work done while riding the bus between Claremont and Lebanon and vice versa at night. It might be a way to attract some people to this area.
Right, and it's done, as I recall, with no additional government funding.
Well, okay, I want to be clear. There's no state funding on the state. We are trying
that's right, no
to
state
attract
funding.
federal funds, federal grants, and private money, and maybe some local support.
Right.
I would like to get the city of Claremont eventually to commit to funding this, if not the capital expenses of the new buses, which we're trying to work on now, eventually some of the operational expenses. I would like to get River Valley College to help out, maybe supporting the operational expense. Well, just designating a bus stop at their college, because we hope to help their students, especially the students who live in Lebanon or maybe Plainfield and Cornish up the road. If they need a ride, they don't have reliable
We got
transportation.
about 15 seconds left. Casino gambling, yes or no?
I'm in favor of it, because if it's done right, I believe that would help. It would create more jobs, offer Claremonters a way to spend their entertainment dollars here at home, and also offer property tax relief to Claremont. The bill I voted for, Senate Bill 366, would have done that, and unfortunately it failed by one vote, and it's sad, but maybe there'll be another push next year.
And I have to cut you off because we're out of time.
Okay.